Good day. Today Wednesday, August 31, 2022. China doesn't want to take cues from Washington on with whom to have Navy exercises, Global Times editorial. The Vostok 2022 Navy workout routines will be held September 1 to 7 in the Russian Eastern Military District. 13 nations together including China, India, Belarus, Mongolia, and Algeria are invited to ship troops to take part in the exercises. It's additionally the first time China has dispatched its Army, Navy, and Air Force at an identical time to an exercise. Against the backdrop of regional conflicts, the Vostok drills, held every 4 years, will be closely watched by way of the U.S. and Western public opinion, which particularized China among the many taking part countries, claiming that Washington has been expressing issues about the warming ties between China and Russia, and even exaggeratedly branded the China-Russia cooperation undermining world security. Probably unable to locate proof of guilt even with the assistance of magnifying glasses, U.S. and Western public opinion depends nearly completely on the hypothesis to strive to incriminate China. For example, many media have even hyped that Russia may additionally intervene in the Taiwan Straits simply due to the fact China and Russia will this time teach in the Sea of Japan. But the irony is that the Abraham Lincoln Provider Strike Team simply had a joint exercise with the Japanese facet in the Sea of Japan in April this year, and additionally made a huge deal of claiming to enhance the credibility of traditional deterrence. Isn't it a practical model of the authorities can do something they like? However, the frequent humans are now not allowed the slightest bit of freedom. This double popularity has been taken for granted for a lengthy time. Take the nations collaborating in the Vostok 2022 drills. Among them, Tajikistan and Mongolia have simply completed the Regional Cooperation 2022 joint workout with the U.S., whilst India is taking part in the Pitch Black 2022 joint Navy exercising in Australia with the U.S. For India and different nations to take phase in the Vostok 2022 drills, Washington sees it as a sovereign decision. But when China is mentioned, the U.S. is surprised. It can be stated that the Army workout routines this time genuinely replicate Washington's distorted mentality towards the China-Russia relationship. The ever-strengthening complete strategic partnership of coordination between China and Russia has constantly been the least aspect Washington needs to see. Over the years it has taken many movements brazenly and covertly to pressure wedges between China and Russia, however all failed. After the Russia-Ukraine war broke out, Washington started to denounce and sabotage China-Russia cooperation in an easy and impolite way, and tried to flip maintaining pleasant members of the family with Russia into a new crime. Under such circumstances, the Chinese ground, naval, and Air Forces going to Russia to take part in the Navy exercise is in all likelihood to arouse deep jealousy from some human beings in the US and the West. However, China is an unbiased important power. It's China's proper to determine when, the place, and with whom we will preserve workout routines in accordance with our personal protection desires and education arrangements. We do no longer want to and can't take cues from others to do so. Under the new regional protection environment, it is vital for China, Russia, and neighboring international locations to proceed to deepen Navy cooperation. China-Russia pleasant members of the family have by no means been a cause for anxiety in the Asia-Pacific region, nor has any China-Russia joint army workout stirred the regional situation. Just imagine, if China and Russia, as two neighboring world powers, are suspicious about or confront every different politically and militarily, such a state of affairs need to be an insufferable burden for regional security. Conversely, strong strategic mutual faith between China and Russia as nicely as fruitful bilateral protection cooperation are indispensable effective belongings for regional peace and stability. In contrast, it is Washington's aggressive posture and clamoring for decoupling that has prompted considerable problems in the Asia-Pacific region. Regarding the drills, The spokesperson of the Chinese Ministry of National Defense noted that the Chinese side's participation in the workout goals to deepen pragmatic and pleasant cooperation with the armies of collaborating countries, beautify the degree of strategic collaboration amongst the collaborating parties, and support the potential to reply to a number of protection threats, and it has nothing to do with the contemporary global and regional situation. In particular, in contrast with the joint Navy workout routines which Washington frequently flaunts as the largest scale and in which senior officers take turns emphasizing deterrence, China-Russia drills are plenty greater loci and phrases of the scale, the variety of collaborating troops, and frequency. We do not want to stage an exhibit for anyone. Washington is especially frightened about the People's Liberation Army's participation in the Navy workout routines in Russia, which shows its lack of confidence. The political creativeness of Washington's elites is drying up. Due to the barriers to their visions, it is hard for them to apprehend the impartial cost of China-Russia members of the family providing non-alliance, non-confrontation? And non-targeting of any 0.33 party. And it is even greater tough for them to see the huge house of the new kind of major country relationship. This has made Washington frequently overreact to China-US members of the family like struggling neuroticism. It occasionally exaggerates the imminent threat of China-Russia cooperation, whilst every so often making an attempt to sow discord between the two countries. But the greater actively it does so, the extra self-torment it will have to suffer, which will increase more point out its sick intentions. Thanks for watching, and subscribing to the channel.